Good day, my name is Angelo. This is Nation Voice Tower, that hub that keeps you updated on issues pertaining to the political system in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. Thanks for joining us. Without wasting much of your time, there is this trending issue that has taken the wave in Abuja. Now, Gwagwalada to be precise, the youths of Gwagwalada have taken to the streets to protest. All right. Now, this protest is not just a protest. Why is it not just a protest? In this protest, they have threatened to close down or to shut down the office of Nyesom Wike, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. We all thought Nyesom Wike was untouchable. We all thought Nyesom Wike was the Lord of Lords. We all thought Nyesom Wike was a political warlord in Nigeria, especially with the recent controversy between himself and his political godson, who happens also to be his predecessor or his successor, let me say, Sim Fubara. Now, Nyesom Wike has over time garnered power for himself by meddling into the affairs of the PDP and also backstabbing the PDP by associating with the APC. How has he done this successfully? He has finally landed a position in the ministerial hub of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This time around, the youths of Gwagwalada in Abuja feel that enough is enough. To that effect, they have taken to the streets to protest. This protest is not just peaceful, but this protest is with a sort of grudge in their hearts because they feel that they have not been given the allocated dividends that is supposed to be accorded to them as inhabitants of Gwagwalada in Abuja. All right, these youths have threatened not only to shut down Nyesom Wike's office, but they have also threatened to shut down the Gwagwalada Council Secretariat over unmet demands. A group of youths under the aegis of concerned citizens of Kutunku in Gwagwalada Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory FCT Abuja on Friday staged a peaceful protest against the deplorable condition of the Kutunku market and abattoir roads in the area. The youths also threatened to shut down the Gwagwalada Area Council Secretariat and office of the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, if their demands were not met. The placards carrying protesters in their numbers marched through Kutunku Market and the Kutunku Market Road to demand for immediate repair of the roads, which they said had been in bad shape for years. Some of the inscriptions on the placards read, "Save Gwagwalada now. We can't continue like this. Repair market and abattoir roads now. We can't keep silence and be suffering. We deserve better treatment," amongst others. The youths, who are also members of Take It Back movement, with hashtag #SaveGwags, lamented and expressed concerns over the insensitive action of the chairman of the Gwagwalada Area Council, Alhaji Abubakar Jibrin Giri, towards the plight of the residents in the area. The protesters used the rally to sensitize the residents to brace up and join the next protest, which they described as the mother of all protests, with the view to compel the government authorities to fix the roads in their community. Among the demands of the groups include immediate repair of Gwagwalada Market Road and all other roads before the rainy season. Also, accountability and transparency in running the affairs of Gwagwalada Area Council. Recall that the movement had on November 6, 2023, through the provisions of the Freedom of Information FOI Act 2011, wrote a letter addressed to the chairman, Gwagwalada Area Council, requesting for detailed and up-to-date record of federal allocations received by the council area from 2022 to date. The group also demanded for an elaborate breakdown of the expenditure of the federal allocation and internal generated revenue. Okay, we thought nobody could touch Nyesom Wike. You know, there is this adage that is always used. In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king, all right? In Port Harcourt, in Rivers State, Nyesom Wike has always thought that he was a power, that he is always a power to contend with. He is a political strength to contend with. That is why he could turn almost 25 members of the House of Assembly of Rivers State to himself, despite them defecting to the APC, which happens not to be his party. All right. I think the youths and the people of Gwagwalada in the Federal Capital Territory will teach him a lesson this time around with these protests. I am not saying they are going against the rules of the land or the laws of the land. No, they are protesting for their rights. Of course, they are entitled to good roads. They are entitled to good market environments. They are entitled to social amenities and infrastructural developments, all right? So for Nyesom Wike to be there, it's not all about staying there, attending meetings in Bola Tinubu's office. It's not all about going to the office of Femi Gbajabiamila, the chief of staff, to say lots of things. It's not all about laughing in the kitchen, cooking. You know, you watched that video, right? Where he was cooking for Femi Gbajabiamila and all that. His political enemies, in quotes, all right? Even all about that. I was telling people that it's not all about politics, but politics is all about governance. All right. How well have you distributed evenly the national cake to the people whom you are lord over? All right. How well have you made the people of whom you are minister over feel the positive impact of your ministerial position and appointment? All right. This is the bone of contention, and this is the more reason why I support to a very great degree the people of Gwagwalada in the Federal Capital Territory for protesting to Abuja or to the Gwagwalada Municipal Council Secretariat, and also threatening to shut down with immediate alacrity and effect the office of Nyesom Wike. Well, if you ask me, I will tell you what, Nyesom Wike will be running helter-skelter now because of what? He has not seen this kind of firepower before. Throughout his 8 years in Rivers State as governor, he never saw a protest, though he was doing things that were not really going well with the people of Rivers State. But, well, they accepted him that way because I think somehow, he proved to them that he was untouchable. Nyesom Wike had the judiciary in his pocket while he was the governor of Rivers State. Of course, his wife is a judge, so he didn't have anything to worry about. He had the police, the Nigerian police force in his pocket. He also had the Nigerian army in his pocket. So Rivers State was like a heaven for Nyesom Wike. Now, I will remind him that the Federal Capital Territory is a new test for you. Please beware. Nyesom Wike, almost like a demigod to the political followers of the PDP, and of course, now he's trying to find his way into the All Progressive Congress by already kneeling down a spot in the ministerial, hub of Bola Tinubu. Well, we hope that the people of Gwagwalada Council would put him in his space, of course. And the state of the nation has been thrown into chaos over time. Aside insecurity, the economy is going down in a very, very drastic manner that we all didn't see coming, right? Now, I will tell you for free that we must restructure the country because the way we are going, I don't think we can achieve anything under this administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Kashim Shettima. Now, the constitution that we are running right now is completely military. It's like a dictatorship sort of constitution because it is no longer a constitution of the people, for the people and by the people, right? Now, the question is this: how do you now sustain the country with this recent rise in fuel pump price, the recent rise in goods and services and all of that, all right? Just one man in Abuja, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is controlling the whole corners, the nooks and crannies of Nigeria. This seems to be impossible. Talking about the state of the nation, I have Bode George. Bode George is a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party, and I will say a political enemy of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I think he can give us more elaborate explanations on the state of the nation. Please stay tuned.
Absolutely. Now, I am so happy that, in fact, the former INEC professor, I've forgotten his name, also mentioned Dairu Jega. Yes, he himself said for the first time, that's a full animal, saying, look, this country, what we had seen during the Buhari administration and all that, because our colleagues in the north are not seeing it that way, some of them. But We must restructure this country. The constitution we are running is completely military. How do you now sustain just one man in Abuja to be controlling all the corners of Nigeria? It's rather impossible. Every month, every state heads to Abuja to go and chop all the money there, and then you come back home. Devolve power to the state. Let the people feel that this governor that we have here, if you don't perform, you are at our call and beg. We are not going to know Abuja. Whatever the resources we have here, we will maximize the resources for the benefit of the people. Look at the way they chop the local government. Lagos State is the largest, in terms of population. But what is the number of local governments that we have? 20 local governments. Next in population is Kano. Kano has 44 local governments. And every local government gets something from the federation account. Where is justice? Where is fairness? Let us remain. I believe that Nigeria must exist, but it must exist with justice, with fairness, and equity. What is good for the goose must be good for the gander. You cannot be paying lip service to it. It's irrespective of the political parties. We must restructure. We must throw away this nonsense constitution we're running. I served in the military. I was trained in the military, and you see the kind of system we have is from top to bottom. Military, you have only one boss, the chief. And if he gives you directives and you don't comply with it, you are in trouble. But in democracy, the power must come from the base upwards. That is why the way we are even doing and running all these electoral activities, totally shambolic. You look at the pre-election maneuvers, the campaigns, the movements. Then on the day of the election, all the wahala by the people voting and counting and all that, and then you disagree with the results, then maybe 7 or 3 at the appeal court, 7 at the Supreme Court, will now decide who is to be the president, who is to be the Senate president, or the senator, or the House of Rep, or governor. That doesn't sound well. What have you done with the powers of the people? The best they should do in any court of law is to send you back. Once they are satisfied that this thing didn't follow all the procedure, go back and do it again. So Chief, you see, from one step, from one mistake to another mistake, and we are aggravating and expanding the mess. So it has engulfed us now. Most of those people who are there went through court. The judiciary now decided who should be the leader of the people. Did the people really vote for him? Let the people decide. Let the will of the people be respected. You cannot continue. We can't continue like Nigeria. Look, right now in Europe, people are looking down on Nigeria. People are looking down on us. Look at Kenya. Kenya is now a responsible, respectable country. Look at Gambia held elections. All these other little places held elections. This is not the Supreme Court who will decide for them.
All right, Chief George, if I may butt in, I'm going to...
Chaos has already been unleashed. I have repeated this countless times. This administration of Asiwaju, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and Kashim Shettima has brought nothing on board. Just a few days ago, there was an update about the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Mrs. Betta Edu, in a controversy or fracas of looting or laundering over 500 million naira just in her 7 months in office as Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. All right, I have brought you updates about the Chief of Staff, Femi Gbajàbíàmílà, and his involvement too in lots of, corrupt activities that involves millions of public funds. So what else is this government offering us anyway? Insecurity has been on the rise. The people in southern Kaduna are crying. The people in Plateau States, Bokos local government, are now crying. Far away Nasarawa State, people are still crying because of the unknown gunmen who opened fire on the supermarket a few days ago. Right? Far away the southeast, people are crying over irreconcilable differences between the masses and the government. So what is Bola Tinubu really doing? What is he really doing? What did he even promise us anyways? Alright. Well, when they came, they said, yeah, Bola Tinubu will take care of the economy and Kashim Shettima will take care of security. We have seen how well they have done that. Just 8 months. Somebody once said, who said that? Somebody said, give him time. Give him time. Give him time. In as much as we can't compare the governance of a country to that of a state, but I will say this with no equivocation, that Alex Oti of the Labour Party, the governor of Abia State, is heading some place too, and he's just barely 7 or 8 months into office. But the kind of foreign investment that Alex Oti has attracted to Abia State over time and over a short period of time cannot be overemphasized. Neither can we relegate them to the background. All right. So if you can't govern a country, why did you run for the presidency? Did you run for presidency to recoup the money you spent over time? Did we beg you to spend the money? So I don't know. If Bola Tinubu cannot deliver, then I think he can't let us know, of course. Nobody wants to step down from power. All right. So I don't know what is supposed to be done, but I think there is something that ought to be done. Well, the world powers, surprisingly, are supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He has bought into their ideas. He has bought into the idea of France by turning his back on the Niger Republic. He has bought into the idea of the US. Of course, they shielded him by not releasing his criminal records from the Federal Bureau for Investigation, FBI. So I don't see any world power that can actually stand against him. Germany has hosted him countless times for different summits. India has hosted him in New Delhi countless times with his son, Sheyi Tinubu. So I don't know what else Bola Tinubu would offer Nigeria, right? We just hope Nigeria doesn't go into extinction within the next 3 years of his administration. Still on insecurity, I stumbled over a video where the youths of Kagarko local government area of Kaduna State were asking Bola Tinubu, the same man that we are begging to release the economy, the same man who has put Nigerians in this stage of suffering, penury, and frustration. The youths of Kagarko local government are actually fed up, and they were asking Bola Ahmed Tinubu for permission to carry arms. These youths are asking to carry AK-47 rifles as a form of self-defense and self-protection for themselves, their friends, well-wishers, families, and life and property, all right? Since the federal government cannot secure their lives and property, these youths have recounted over 130 people being kidnapped in the space of few months in Kaduna State, especially Kagarko local government area. And by this time, I will tell you categorically that the youths of Kagarko local government are fed up. Please stay tuned and hear from the horse's mouth.
Kagarko local government youth. Great Kagarko local government people. Great Kagarko local government people. On a sad note, we want to report to all Nigerians that from October till date, not less than 127 people have been kidnapped, particularly in Ida ward of Kagarko local government, Kaduna State. We want to tell Nigerians that why we are out here today is to make Mr. President know that enough is enough. We can no longer sleep in our houses. We can no longer have peace. Our communities are being ravaged. Our community today, some people are going to seek asylum. Some people are going out to go and sleep Some people are sleeping in the bush. Some people can no longer have rest of mind. We are in a society today within our communities where kidnappers are serving us notice to come and kidnap and raid the community of all our food produce. What a shame. What we are hearing is in the afternoon, we get all the big men who are applying these holy routes that connect the northern Nigeria from Abuja. When they apply with their sirens in the night, when we are supposed to be resting, the kidnappers will give us restless night. So many of you today are going down to Buhari or other communities to sleep. Is it true or not?
Yes!
As we speak, we need Mr. President to come to our rescue. This is a federal road that have no federal security. This is a federal road that have zero security. We don't know the reason why we will be in this community and we cannot sleep with our eyes closed. All the adjoining communities on this road are being threatened by insecurity. We want to say clearly, this is not fair to our people. This is not fair to the downtrodden. This is not fair to anybody who deserves to be a Nigerian. This is not what we bargained for. We want the president to please look into this matter as a matter of priority and urgency. We can no longer sleep. Just this morning, they have kidnapped 7 people from, what's the name of this community? Jidna community. And this is just one of it. Within the last 2 weeks, we can talk about 20-something people that have been kidnapped, unchallenged, without any, even the rapial attack, they cannot do. We want to say we are beginning to lose confidence in the Nigerian security because we have been pushed to the wall. We are hereby suggesting that Mr. President should allow us to take arms like the Boko Haram and the bandits. Are we speaking your mind?
Okay, if you think that these people in these insurgency-infested places are enjoying their lives, why not relocate to that place? Live there for some time and see if the life there is easy, right? I have not seen Bola Tinubu visit any of these affected areas. Even if he has come there like a lord, embedded in his robe and his ceremonial and signature designer cap, okay, and his large entourage as usual, looking like somebody who has just come from a very clean kingdom. So how well do we pay allegiance to this kind of person? I can say lots of things about the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari, but anytime there were issues, President Muhammadu Buhari always wore his complete camouflage Nigerian army outfit, visited these places. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was good at that. Even if you want to deceive Nigerians, why not play the physical deceit? Why not visit them, touch them by the hand, touch them by the body, console women, console children? These consolations would go far. At times, these consolations heal the emotional part of people compared to the monetary gifts you give them. These are youths crying. The state of the nation is very, very bad. Youths are crying, asking for permission to hold arms. This is the height of it. This is the end of it. And this may be the beginning of chaos in Nigeria. Maybe until Aso Rock is touched, then Bola Tinubu will know that he needs to protect Nigerians, their lives and their properties. Please, I would urge you to please make sure you share this video to all your social media platforms so it will go viral. And if you're watching me for the first time, please tap the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. You know why you're tapping the notification bell? So that you won't be late while I drop a new update. And I will still urge you, drop those comments coming in the comment section because I'm not seeing more of them, alright? Please not relent to make this a progress and to make this a success. See you next time. Bye.